Good morning, neighbors. I wanted to introduce myself this morning. My name is Chris Rubel. I am the new Director of Sales and Marketing for Fundraising of Neighbors Cookies. I am super excited to be here. It is really an honor to have the opportunity to work with Meryl and the entire team at Neighbors. The last 27 years, I have been a rep myself. My father was in fundraising. I'm 53 years old. Every breathing moment, I have been in fundraising, and never did I think that I'd be going back to work for a different company after these years. Because ultimately, again, I'm a rep that loves taking care of my schools and my territory and being out there and doing what we do because it's the best job in the world. And I am super, super excited about this fall. I know that certain areas of this country may not be coming back at the same speed that others are, but I can share with you, everyone I've talked to, my own friends that work for lots of different fundraising companies, there's definitely, people are very optimistic about getting back to school, getting back to doing some of the things that we did prior to COVID. So I hope that you are taking some time right now to get some rest, spend some time with your families, get organized, but there is a very exciting fall awaiting us. I've just come back from the last 2 weeks out in West Monroe and had the opportunity to meet the entire team at Neighbors, see the whole facility, spend some time with Josh, our customer service team, Meryl, and again, super, super excited. As we also know, over the last several months in all of our lives, there have been so many different changes as far as price increases. Inflation is a real thing going on. We're all paying more at the pump. Prices are going up on groceries, building materials, just all commerce has had a struggle getting our distribution channel set back up because, all of a sudden we had 300 million people going back to work and getting out of their homes and the demand that it's put on all of our distribution channels. There have been price increases, and we at Neighbors too are going to have a price increase. And so we have sent you a list of new pricing. I can share with you that we only are carrying over 2 popcorns for next year. Popcorn will have a price increase of 5%. We're only going to have 2 Toll House selections. Toll House will only be increased by 4%. And then all of other cookies that we make here in West Monroe are going to have a 10% price increase. I know that having a price increase impacts all of us. And I know that it's also terrible timing as a fundraising rep, which I am. It's just necessary. All of us are paying more money at the pump. We're all paying more money at the grocery stores. It's just something we have to do as a company. But also with that new price increase, we're also going to encourage you to increase your average retail. In the past, we gave suggested retail prices, and I really feel that in the marketplace, they're way below the industry pricing. I think that this is a great opportunity. As the price goes up, so does our retail price. So what we're actually encouraging, and it will be our retail price on one cookie, but the average retail price will be $14 retail in the 2-pound tub, $18 on the 2.7 pound tub, and then $20 on our pre-portion and edible, and then the Toll House encouraged at $22. With this increase in price, certainly on onecookie.com and the brochure that we do ourselves, I think that will also help you offset that increase. And in fact, you will even make more money. And your schools are going to be making more money. So it's really a win-win situation. Higher average retail goes up, school makes 40%, they're going to make more. If the average retail goes up more than the cost of goods percentage, you make more. This is a great opportunity to do this now so that everyone continues to stay healthy into this industry. So many of you guys may have asked, it's like after 27 years in fundraising and at 53 years old, I mean, why did you take this job at Neighbors? I certainly didn't have to. It's, I have a great business, honestly, great American going out of business was the greatest thing that ever happened to me personally in fundraising. I love being my own boss. I love running my own business. Sales are, actually through COVID were strong. And I have a great fall booked for this coming fall, and my schools are super optimistic. However, I had an opportunity to meet Meryl almost a couple years ago. She's something special. I've had the opportunity of meeting with her more and really learn more about what Neighbors is and what her focus is and what her vision is. And she's an exceptional, smart woman. I am honored to have the opportunity of working for her. I really didn't understand even myself as a rep, even though I sell Neighbors cookie dough this spring. I didn't really know what the Neighbors story really is. And it's something that needs to be told. We're in the process of making a video. Neighbors is something that's been a little bit of a secret, and we're about to expose it to the world. It's about community. We are neighbors, and doesn't matter where you live, you grew up, you had neighbors. In fundraising, besides Big Kahuna, which I know Art and those guys, they're my friends, they're neighbors, right? So all of you are all neighbors. We're a community, and fundraising needs strength. We need our vendors to be strong. We want this business to continue, and it has so much potential and so many possibilities. I think that we just have to go about it a little differently than we have been over the last 5 to 10 years. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to share Meryl's belief and direction that we want to go at Neighbors Cookies, because it's the best, in the world. Who wouldn't want to be and working for a company who makes cookies? It's pretty fantastic. The second thing is another thing that is misunderstood and people don't really understand. Myself, I shared with schools that, hey, listen, if we sell Neighbors cookies and your parents and your kids don't pick up the product, it's okay. It can sit out at room temperature. And they literally looked at me like, what's in it? Does it glow at night? What does shelf stable really mean? And we're also making a video to explain that. It's real simple, right? We use whey protein, which many people use in their diets. Whey protein is an egg supplement. It's very common in cooking. So that's what's going to get bad, right? It's the eggs and the butter. So, and in the butter aspect, we use a palm oil shortening. So the two things that causes a product to be shelf stable or not has to do with the ingredients. And the ingredients that we use in our cookies, which make them taste phenomenal, they are great cookies, is the ingredients. And so we have a resource here with Neighbors Cookies. It's something that schools need. As schools come back from the COVID, people they haven't in the last few years, they don't like doing cookie dough. Where am I going to put this stuff when people don't pick it up? And they're trying to find freezer space in teachers' lounges. And they can't go in the school cafeteria because it's all third party now. They don't even have a key to get in the freezer. It's the stress and anxiety that the cookie dough has created for people to get out of it. And honestly, the third thing is, the commission on Otis and Mrs. Fields isn't that good. So as a rep, we want to make more money. So number one is our product is shelf stable. That means for those parents and those kids who don't pick up that product, your teachers, your band directors, choir directors, anyone, your PTO, PTA, they don't have to stress out trying to find what are we going to do with this. The product can sit at room temperature below 77 degrees, which no school is higher than 77 degrees, that they can keep the store, they can keep the cookie dough right there in their school for a week, 2 weeks. So it can kind of go back to selling product that people want, knowing that it's shelf stable. And why? Food safety, part of the Kennedy Rice Company and Meryl's Four Sisters Rice Company and Neighbors. Food quality, food safety, we operate at the highest standard, even higher than any that is required. So this is great product and it tastes great. The third and final thing is the exciting part of it, again, of why I am excited about being here, is that I'm a rep. You're going to make more money. You're going to make 50, 60, 70% more money in commissions than you would selling Otis or Mrs. Fields. So right there, you work for a great company that is doing great things in the community and building a new way of doing fundraising and building outreach of community and neighborhoods and getting involved, right? Let's build a strong, stable fundraising industry, have a great product that takes care of a lot of people's problems with the stress of doing an old way of doing cookie dough. And the third and the best is you're going to make more money. So that's why I am a neighbor. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be reaching out to all of you to introduce myself, to talk to you, find out about your business, what your needs are. And we're in this together. We're neighbors, right? So I want to know the good, the bad, the ugly. And so that I can help you and we can all help each other continue to be strong in our own territories. And again, for this industry. So part of that is we all have to do better about forecasting. We're a manufacturing company. We have to buy raw goods, and we also have to have the time to produce these cookie doughs and tubs of cookie dough and all the things that we do. So forecasting is an integral part of our business. And the simple thing is that we all need to do a better job of communicating to know how many sellers you have in the system, what your anticipated forecast is, so that, you know what, I don't ever want to run out of cookie dough. I don't ever want to have a tub of cookie dough missing in that student pack box. It's important for us to produce the product is to have the information from you so that we can help service you. So that's really the one thing that I'm going to focus a lot on this year is just getting better numbers from you so that we can give to our people, our team at Neighbors, so that we can produce all your cookie dough that you need. Yes, we have a price increase, but we also have lots of optimism. So what we also want to do is that any sales company needs to have a good sales contest, right? And who doesn't want to make some additional money? I mean, people who work hard get paid, right? So we all work hard, but let's work harder. Let's all get paid more. Let's all make more money. That's why we're doing this, and ultimately our schools make more money. So with that said, I have heard one thing more than anything over the last year is how everyone misses the way it was before, way things were before COVID. So in 2019, we had a great year. 2020 was difficult for most of us. So we're going to have a sales contest, and we're going back to the future to 2019. So if you obtain your 2019 numbers as you did with us in 2019, we're going to pay you an incentive. We're going to pay you 2.019% of $1 for all of your volume of 2019. So 2.019, 2019, Back to the Future, bonus, okay? Above that, if you are to obtain and have an increase over your base 2019 business, we'll pay you an additional 1%. So that 1% will be on the increase over that 2019 base. We're also going to be doing weekly drawings on our One Cookie website, so students can win random Amazon gift cards. We'll be doing that weekly for students just going on to onecookie.com and registering and selling one item. So just participate. They get involved in some drawings that we will be doing for you. And then finally, we want to be partners with you. And the crazy thing about it is that we're going crazy about cookies. I'm crazy. You have to be crazy to be in fundraising. We're going to give away some free cookie dough. That's right, free cookie dough. So we're going to give away a 2.7-pound tub of chocolate chunk for every student who sells 15 items in our Pack Per Student program. So no matter what program it is, we're going to pack it in their box. Your teacher doesn't have to do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to add it, do all these other things. We're going to pack in every student box an extra tub of chocolate chunk cookie dough for those students who sell 15 or more items. So that is a pretty good incentive. never been done in fundraising, and I'm all about doing things that have never been done in fundraising. I have been in promotion, doing promotion for 27 years. I'm going to feed you guys information that if you're interested in it, great. It's about sharing tools. We're going to go back to having some monthly calls. Get on it. We all work for neighbors. We are a neighborhood. Call it an HOA, right? Let's have some fun. Let's share ideas, because ultimately, when you're successful, I'm successful. I love having neighbors in fundraising, and all the people I've worked with in the past. We like having most of our friends come from people doing what we do that are, in your territory next to you. Let's share and let's get back to doing what we do. This is a great business. We have some incredibly talented people out there, and we can all help each other. So I look forward to talking to you. I wish you and your family much success this fall. And I look forward to talking to each one of you and meeting you down the road as we go. So best of wishes to 2021, and enjoy the rest of your summer.